This is KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green. Say hi to Jeff Haffner from the Old Creamery Theatre and to talk about the upcoming production of Shear Madness. Now, I'm guessing deep family drama, full of angst.
Very Arthur Miller. Yeah,
exactly.
Great American novel type stuff.
Yeah.
No. This is a really good night of family entertainment. And we were just talking about it's one of the longest running plays in American theater history. And I think
so this is something that is totally under the radar. But you said that it has been running continuously in some places for decades.
There's a major production in Boston that's almost 40 years, and I don't know about the DC production. I know it's been a long time. And they ran in Chicago for a number of years as well. So, but yeah, some people make a career out of it. And it's heavy audience participation. So the audience guides us, and they change the show every night. So some people come back to the run 3 and 4 times.
Well, I suppose that's the secret to its longevity, is that you can go again and again and see a different show.
Yes, I think so. I mean, our director Brian Gary directed it last summer in Virginia at the Heritage Theater Festival, and they sold out the run. And people were coming back 3 and 4 times to see what alterations were made from night to night. So yeah, I think it is part of the secret of why it's been around so long. I think also because it's really, really funny too. And the jokes are different every night, and the jokes update from year to year. I'm sure in the long productions, and in ours, everything's
I'm sure you would have to. I can't imagine.
Yes.
Some of the timely references from 1979 are probably a little dated.
A little dated, yeah. We don't make any Nixon or Agnew jokes, but I think, and the localization of the jokes too, because the play is actually set in Cedar Rapids because we're doing it here, and there's references to all local things, Nubo, and of course we're in a heavy political year, so references are being made to that. So you have to go through the script and sort of map out.
So the script is it's almost more of a framework.
It's an interesting read. I have to say, I've been acting for a while, and I've never seen a script quite like it. You sort of have to map out the structure for yourself in your mind. I did that I flew home to Cleveland, and I did that on the plane ride home, and just sort of mapped out where everything is. And yeah, there's some blanks. There's definitely some blanks in the script where you have to fill in. And as a group, we've sort of had to make those decisions. So you're memorizing, and you have these blank words as you're memorizing lines until those are filled in with a decision made by the group. So it's a very collaborative process, and it's an ongoing process. We've come up with some jokes that we think will be funny, and we have usually several choices in the script that are offered, as well as several choices we've come up with, and we'll see what works the best from night to night. So there's a lot of structure, but there's also a lot of flexibility in it too.
Well, as much as you are able, since it's kind of a moving target, sketch out the plot.
It is a bit of a moving target. It takes place in a hair salon called Shear Madness. 2 of the characters are hairstylists. The other 4 characters are customers. And I play Eddie Lawrence, who is an antique dealer who has varying ties to different people in the shop. And there is a murder that is committed. And then with the help of the audience and reconstructing the crime and being able to ask questions, the audience helps determine the outcome of the show each night.
So it could be, the murderer could be and probably will be different.
That is correct.
Every night, different nights through the run.
Based on what happens, yeah. So we have a lot of really seasoned actors. I think the dinner theater experience up in Cedar Rapids will help us because we're used to dealing with the audience now. I know that experience is helping me. So yeah, so it's an interesting balance of structure and flexibility and being ready for just about anything.
Talking with Jeff Haffner about Shear Madness, which opens next week with the Old Creamery Theatre, but it's a dinner theater you're not on You're not on your Old Creamery campus.
We are.
You are.
I mentioned the Clarion, which we do in the winter, but this is at the Old Creamery in Amana. Yep.
Okay. This
no
is
dinner
on the main stage. Yeah. Eat before you come. You must eat
or
before
after.
you come. Yeah. Yeah. Because the cast will not feed you.
No.
There are lots of. They'll do everything else.
There's snacks.
Yeah.
There's concessions.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a lot of fun so far, and I think the audience is just going to have a ball with this one. So I'm really excited to see. And they're kind of the seventh character, and as much preparation as we've had, we really won't know until we get in with the first couple audiences and see how things are coming together.
So I know we talked about how it's going to change in all of this stuff, but give us a moment to watch for in the show. Something something you like particularly well, at least right now.
Oh, that's hard to say. There's a lot of funny stuff. I'd say keep your eye on Sean McCall. He's very funny in the role. He plays Tony Whitcomb, one of the hairstylists in the salon, and he's got a lot of freedom and a lot of flexibility, and there's some good bits just all the way around. So I'd say watch out for him.
Okay.
That's what I'd say.
All right, and let's see, you open next week and run through
August 23rd.
Okay, so pretty much the entire month of August to get out to see it. And as you were telling me off the air, this show regularly, your director, you said, directed it last year
in Virginia.
Yeah, and sold out the run.
They sold out the run, and people were coming back 3 and 4 times to see how things changed. So yeah, that's definitely part of doing the show. People can come back and have a whole different experience, and hopefully just as funny and just as enjoyable. So
get your first tickets now.
Yes, get your first tickets now.
And maybe reserve a couple for later on in the run too.
That might be a good idea.
So if people want to do that, they can go to the website, which is
oldcreamery.com,
and the phone number for reservations if you prefer to talk to a live person,
which I do. 319-62-AMANA is the box office.
All right. Well, sounds like a blast. Sounds like you're going to be tired every night.
It is a mental, just doing some of the run-throughs, it's like, oh my gosh, this takes so much. And we don't have an audience in there yet. We have our director and stage manager pretending to be an audience. So in terms of some of the crowd control and filtering and stuff that has to happen with dealing with the audience, I think it's going to be exhausting, but in a good way. So it'll be fun.
The show is Shear Madness. It opens next week. Old Creamery Theatre in Amana, runs through August 23rd. Again, oldcreamery.com if you'd like more information. Good luck with it, Jeff.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having me.